You ready?
Sir.
At ease.
Sir.
It's on.
Sir.
Give me a burpee. So now guess what? Look at what it is turn. I don't have to teach no more. Because guess what I just did? I know the parent is a fitness buff, so I do it a burpee. When I see the kid might be hard, I can sense, if you really are prepared for this, I can sense that this kid is going to have a hard time doing punches and doing stances, so I might do some calisthenics in it. Because he can relate to that. There are things that they do in the gym or whatever, so you have the right to be able to, you might have to adjust just to break the ice. But when you're prepared and you understand what you're trying to get, because you done got the three things that's important. Because now, once you show them how to do the stances, when I say obey, you come to obey and say sir, and say it real loud. Obey!
Sir.
At ease! Say sir.
Sir.
Need some? Say sir.
Sir.
At ease!
Sir.
So mommy and daddy, respect is really important in class, right? Okay, in our society right now, kids are not saying sir and ma'am anymore, but when you come into the dojo, they got to say sir and ma'am every time they make a movement. We don't say kia, we say sir and ma'am, so it can become a muscle memory type of thing in their mind. Would you agree?
Yes.
All right, so what did I just teach the kid and teach the parents? That we do what?
Respect.
That's important. They might not remember anything else, but what are they going to remember? That right there, because that's lacking in society, okay? So let's go back and do those moves one time. You ready?
Sir.
Stop!
Sir.
Eddie!
Sir.
You ready?
Sir.
Stop!
Sir.
I'm going to show you how to teach the bow and everybody remember the bow. Teach the bow in a manner of karate. Don't teach the bow like this. Teach it like it's like you're holding something. Strong. Kids and everybody remember strength. They don't remember this because there's too many other things in between that can make your mind wander. But when you say, be like Power Ranger, ha! Ain't the kid going to remember that?
Sure.
So that's your open. And then, okay, let's peek through the peephole. Ah, you can call it whatever you want to call it. There is no textbook on what you can call this. You can call it telescope. You can call it, I see you, do you see me? It does not matter. You're trying to break the ice. Come back here. Go, ah! 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 Ooh! Ah! Ooh! And down. The power, the sound effects make anybody remember. That's why you got to be emotional. You can't be so stiff. If it means that you relax, if it means that you're doing something, you go, ah! Oh, man. Oh. What do you think the kid going to do?
Laugh.
Even if he was not laughing all that time, what just happened when I made him laugh? I broke the ice. That's where we have it. You cannot be so stiff where you're not opening up and allowing the kid to like be able to feel like you're human. Okay? So let's go back to the stances. At ease?
Sir.
You ready?
Sir.
You some?
Sir.
Say open.
Open.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Unity.
Unity.
Open.
Open.
Respect.
Respect.
All right. So we know so now we done did it with the kids. So relax. When you're doing it with adults, it's like going through the ribs. Go. Striking, pushing right past the forehead. Striking the temple. Hitting the eyes. And then striking the temple again. Okay, so remember how it changes. Open, knowledge, left fist, unity. Open, respect, and relax. And you gotta see, and these are things that, once again, you gotta know when to throw them in. You gotta let them know, do not bow by putting your hands up here. You might not tell a kid that in that manner, but you, through experience, you're going to know how to adjust your script to the person you're teaching. Johnny might be having a lot of fun. It's like, Johnny, put your hand all the way up. Johnny, put your hand all the way down. Now, Johnny, put it right there. That's what we want to do. We want to be right there because we equal. Say equal, Johnny.
Equal, Johnny.
All right, Mommy, what does equal mean?
The same.
Look what I just did. I got Mommy involved. Mommy gave him the answer. Johnny walked out. Johnny might say, Mom, you're pretty smart. I didn't know you know that. You ever do martial arts before? You make it, it's serious, but it's serious fun. Am I making sense? Okay? So the reason why you don't want it to be up, because we don't look up to anyone. We don't look down on anyone. In Kung Fu, everything's equal, okay? And you cannot have them doing a bow where one hand is down. It got to be arms up, just like that. You got to remember which hand goes, okay? This says a lot about what you do. Your thumbs and your fingertips bending. If you're just doing it like that, when it's time to teach a person how to punch, they're going to break their fingers. And once again, you teach in karate manner because it's easier to remember this than this. If I help you remember this, when it's time to go and do that, it's going to still have that in it. So I think a lot of times we teach it in like a soft manner, teaching a strong military manner. Like, come on, let's go. Stand up, right up. Sir, don't move. Things like that. Feedback before I go to the next one. Any questions?
With the Kung Fu kids, you gotta be more active with them than adults.
Right, that's why we say come to class. Right? I done slid across the floor with kids. I do backflips with kids. I done ran up the wall with the kids. And when they said, whoa, Professor Ben, he can run up the wall and do a flip, mommy. It's about entertainment. It's a show. But you cannot have such a long pause in between the class while you tell somebody to do something and they try to discuss what to do. Right?
Yeah, sometimes too, also with Kung Fu kids, less talking, more action is the safest thing for you as the teacher. The more you talk, they're just going to go off into Wonderland. You got to make it short, sweet, and animated and physically show them everything. That's why I tell people, don't, like when they say line up, don't put your hand on them and line them up. You have to say, right here, right here, right here, right here. They'll start to be like, oh, hot potatoes. You know, that's what their mind is. Like, oh, I got to get on the line, quick, 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 quick. The more you guys, like, take your hand and guide them to the line, they're never going to get the point to line up fast. Because you always will do it for them, kind of concept. So when you say, come on, line up, right here, right here, right here, who's next, who's next? They be like trying to follow your snaps of your fingers and stuff. So everything that he's showing you when you're teaching the little kids, it's got to be short, sweet, and very animated. I keep saying the word animated, because if not, they will eat you up. They will. They just, and what I mean by that is like, most times they won't be rude or disrespectful. It's just to the point where you're like, oh my God, I can't get them to focus. That's what I'm talking about, eat you up. Because once one kid is off focus, then you got to stop everything to get him back focused. Then every other kid is off focus by the time he's refocused. So the faster you make it, you gotta look at it like, oh my gosh, I got 30 minutes, I got all this stuff to do. All right, move, move, move. They like it too. They think it's like, they just like high action. So the more you can move like that with the little kids, the better.
And the thing I want you to remember, I know I don't teach little dragons now. People, I didn't taught little dragons. I taught Jeffrey and Jonathan and every last one of them. But I know, you know, like she said, you got to be animated. Me and Shukuri probably roll across the floor. I probably slide on my chest. I need to engage you. I'm an entertainer. I got to entertain you. If you keep the kid entertained, they're going to do whatever you want to do. Whatever you want. You know, but the key thing that I see with a lot of y'all when y'all are teaching class, you be so intellectually locked into what we said we're going to do, and the kids that change the whole flow. You still on the script that ain't working. And you wonder why the kids are not focused. The script didn't change. The script is gone. Let's go, shorty. I got to get you going. And even at the end of the class, if I don't get a chance to do what I set out to do, that kid had a good time, I get on it next Thursday or next class. Don't be locked into this where you can't change. Because then it's like trying to drill a square in a hole. And you can't get it. You gotta go, you gotta adjust, you gotta be animated. John, Cameron, Messiah, y'all should be doing butterflies. All right, everybody, boom, you doing butterflies. Y'all ready to go? What are you doing? Whoa, Messiah! You gonna be their hero.
When I make you flip, what do they do?
Whoa!
They start screaming like, do it again! I'm like, nope, not until your swallow stance is right. Then they're all trying to fix their stance just so Messiah will do another flip.
I mean, and those are things that you spend. You can't give those sort of things to you in a book, because it takes time to get creative. Like, okay, you know, and then once you get it, it just happens. You know, kid might be acting up, being a goof off. You might just Oh, man. Oh, damn. Kids are laughing. And you're like, don't laugh. Nobody don't laugh. I don't care what happens in this class, don't laugh. Boom. Now they like stand. Like Mr. Taylor, look, Mr. Taylor would have laughed himself. And that's what they're doing. But now when you're working on discipline, the kid, and they just want to let it out. He's like, don't you laugh. And you might do something, boom, oh man, what's going on with my hand? Man, stop hand, oh my God. Kid's just like, whoa, look at him. That's what you want. When you got that, you can teach anything. And don't be too serious. Go ahead.
They'll love you. Like, I'm hard on my Kung Fu kids in the sense that I don't give them push-ups and stuff like that, but I'm hard on them in the sense of I want them to know real martial arts, because I don't want people like, oh, my kid goes there and they learn martial arts, but then they're playing games all the time. And what happens is when you give them that, they know. They just know. And the other night, leaving out with Jacob, I haven't taught his class in 2 weeks because I'm trying to get the front end stuff done. He's like, Master Cat. He walked over to the door by his mom, with his mom. He's like, Master Cat. I was like, what? He's like, what? You don't want to give me a hug goodbye? And he's like 3 years old. And I'm like, all right, Jacob, I'm coming around to give you a hug goodbye. So I gave him a hug. I was like, he's like, wait, no, I mean a martial arts hug. So I had to slam him down like this. And then hug him up. I was like, is that what you was looking for? He's like, yes, ma'am. And then he went home like, Master K gave me my shorts hug. Then the other kids wanted like, oh my God. But they will love you forever. Just a little bit of extra something goes a long way with those kids. A long way.
So we got all that. We
clapping paddles, anything that like is animated, big, and catches their attention. When we clap paddles, they're like, oh, she's clapping paddles today. Like what? They like it.
So we got all those, and let's stick to this intro, because once again, that's the script that you haven't learned. So you did all those things we talked about. Now the first thing you teach them as a calisthenic is warm up number 1. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. And you explain why you're doing this. This is a traditional warm-up from the Shaolin Temple. Every morning, this is how the monks get up and they begin their day. So now bring it up and unlock your fingers. Press down to the floor. And then come up over your head. And get a good stretch. And then drop. And you might say, Mommy and Daddy, why don't you try it? Let's go there and teach Mommy and Daddy. Now the little kid going over there, Mommy and Daddy stand up, they ain't going to say no. They're going to stand up and they're going to try it. And the kid now developing a lot of confidence because what? He's showing his Mommy and Daddy how to do martial arts. So of course, it's warm-up number 1 is the first warm-up we teach. Okay? Boom. We all know how that goes. And then on the third one, you bring it down and you hold it. You turn your hip to the right and you circle 3 times. Turn the corner. Turn the corner. Turn the corner. And then we go the other way. You got to make sure your arms are behind. Go. And then go. Boom. All right. So we good. All right. So now after we do that, okay, now we probably say, okay, we're doing a good job. Give me 1 burpee and back up. All right. Give me 1 clap. Give me 2 claps. Give me 3 claps. Give me 1 clap, 1 stomp. Give me 2 claps, 2 stomp. Give me 1, 2, 3. Give me 1, 2, 3. Give me 1, 2, 3. Give me 1. Give me 2. Give me 1, 2, 3. Focus on speed, coordination, and focus.
Got his attention.
The same way you work on the punches, now you did that. That's engagement. That's to get them hyped, to get them going. Make the parents and people get in. You might say, come on, Mommy and Daddy, come on, clap with them. Everybody here, let's clap. Give me 1. Give me 2. Give me 1, 2, 3. Give me 1, 2, 3. Give me 1, 2, 3. Take it 1. Take it 2. Take it 1, 2, 3. Your voice and everything got to change. It gets so animated. You can't. It's not a martial arts school anymore. It's like, man, they had a lot of fun there in that class. Okay, so now we did that. So now we say what we want to focus on is your first basic punch. Put your hands to your side. Make a fist. And we're going to step out into what we call a horse stance. There you go. Bend them legs. Good job. Now let me see what you can do from that horse stance. This is another creative moment. Because in this day and age, you don't want to keep people locked in a horse stance. It's cool. So what you might say, get down in that stance. Now give me a burpee and come back up to that horse stance. Good job. Give me another one. Let's go. Boom. Give me